Hello everyone, and welcome to part 23 of my Monster Hunter Generations playthrough. Today, we are finishing up the 4-star village quests to try to get to our Urgent. We are going after 2 Kezu today. The Kezu are both showing up in the same quest, making it a tad more difficult. They'll have less health than they normally would, however, because there's 2 of them, they can show up in the same area and try to collectively mess my day up. I have switched my armor to the Stonefist Hermitor armor. Gives some nice skills, including a nice little evasion boost that I will show off in a little bit. And as you could probably tell from that little forward jump that I did, I am using aerial gun lance for this. So, let's get to it. Last time I fought Kezu, I had mentioned that they have a tendency to climb on walls and ceilings and such, and that one just flew away. They can climb on walls and ceilings and such, but it didn't really happen that often when we were in the Arctic Ridge, because there weren't very many walls and ceilings for them to climb on. However, here in the marshlands, zones 3, 7, and 9, the zones that are gray on my map, are all caves that require a hot drink, but they also are completely enclosed, so the Kezu are going to love it here. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Unfortunately, aerial style can't jump all the way up to the ceiling to attack the monsters. But, I just figured it'd be helpful with these guys because I could jump over their lightning balls. So aerial gun lance, I'm not sure if I've used it before, but it gives a very easy way to get to the shotgun blast. You just jump, slam, and then you get a shotgun blast with your entire ammo reserve. Now, as you can see right now, there's some bubbles on me as a status effect. These are similar to the Mizutsune's bubbles that I fought a little while ago, except they're not negative. They are a positive effect. They boost my evasion powers. But whenever I get hit, or whenever a monster roars close enough to affect me, the bubbles get blown away. So unfortunately, the second Kezu has decided to make an appearance. So we're going to dodge this lightning blast, hit him with a paintball, and then a dung bomb. What dung bombs do, they'll make monsters who have you pinned release you, but they can also make monsters flee the area. It doesn't always work, but it does, occasionally, and when it does, it's really helpful. Because, who's going to stay around after some crazy guy with a shotgun with a bayonet just threw crap at you? That's what I thought. So see, that one ran away, so I can focus all my attention on this other one. Get a Wyvern Fire Blast off to lock in my heat gauge. And there we go, we're locked into red. Walk around that. Unfortunately, I think I've used the lance last time on these guys, but you can't block the, the lightning balls. Whoop. You have to dodge them. Or have guard up. If I had guard up, I could block those. Too slow on that. Gotta get out of the way here. There we go. So this is an ice elemental gun lance, which isn't ideal for fighting Kezu because they're pretty much immune to ice or maybe even resist it. However, gun lance, the element doesn't matter as much as the shots do. And the shots, Dragon Blast, the shots do fire damage. It's a minimal amount, but it's still some. And with monsters so weak to fire like Kezu, it's pretty good. So that's why I chose aerial gun lance, so I can just spam the shots and just abuse that. You can also shoot off a shell while you're in the air, but since this gun lance only has... Oh, I just realized something. This armor is super weak to thunder. This was not a good idea to wear here. I just got it, so I wanted to show it off, but I might have made a terrible mistake. Anyways, I was saying, this gun lance only has 2 shots that it can hold, so it's not a great idea to use one in the air, because that would weaken my shotgun blast by 50%. The one good thing, though, about the aerial shots is that you can use them for repositioning yourself if you're about to land in a bad spot, so I'll show off here. See, I can hover in the air for a little longer, and that helps me to avoid some damage if a ground-based attack was coming out at that exact moment. Well, unfortunately, Zarya died. Zarya is my new defense cat, however, since she is new, she has pretty low level and pretty bad armor. I need to work on that later, but No, not right now. Ow. See, right there, if I could have used the aerial shot, I might have been able to push myself back and away from that. I see that my gun lance, the heat gauge, has reset itself, so I have to be careful not to overheat it. So something that they provided us with on this quest specifically is bounce bombs. Bounce bombs are weird little barrel bombs. Ah, I overheated. Crap. Bounce bombs are weird barrel bombs. They don't quite... I might be dead. Nope. Where's my cat? Where's my cat? Okay, I'm good. Bounce bombs are weird barrel bombs in that they don't blow up where you set them. You set them down, and then they spiral off into the air, and then they explode after a short period of time, or if they hit something. So in your caves, like this, and there's a Khezu crawling around on the ceiling, you can throw up some bounce bombs and hopefully knock him off the ceiling, giving you free time to attack him. But the thing is, they don't do a ton of damage, and I've literally only ever knocked something off of the ceiling once with this, so... Oh, that's interesting. Jumping reloads a shell into the chamber. I didn't know that. Oh, it's not the jump, it's the slam. I'm going to try to get a Dragon Blast off again if I can, but I'm going to have to wait for him to stay a little bit more still. I think, honestly, my favorite part of aerial style is less of the jumping off the monsters, which is cool, but I like the fact that you can do that forward dodge is a little bit longer than a regular forward dodge, because that really has saved me many times. Just being able to get a little more distance away from the monster. Alright, so he's on the ceiling, so I'm going to try to send up some bounce bombs. Oops. He's moving fast. I don't know what it's doing. There we go. Let's plant some of these. Okay. Well, oh, I did knock it down. Nice. So yeah, that's what bounce bombs do. Get a supernova off on him. Oh, and I got a mount. Not bad. I see the other Khezu's not in the cave, so it'll be significantly easier to fight. Although, this one hasn't been too bad with crawling around on the walls and the ceilings as I was honestly expecting. That was close. I was indecisive near the end of that mouth if I should just keep stabbing or not, and I almost made the wrong decision and lost the mount. That's okay, though. We almost have our heat gauge back up, and this Khezu is limping. So that is easy peasy. Just gotta kill the other one, which shouldn't be too much harder. I didn't really expend anything too valuable on this one, in terms of regen or traps or whatever. Where is it? Oh, it's throwing something at me. Yeah, this thing is kind of really annoying when it's on the ceiling. Get their shotgun blasts off, and that is the first Khezu down. And conveniently enough, the other Khezu is in the very next area, and it looks like it's coming this way. So that is great for us. That's perfect timing on its behalf. And the extra little good part about this is that this Khezu already has some prior damage on it, because we started off fighting this one before I threw the dung at it. We need to reload the gun lance, and I should be able to get one shotgun blast off before I have to overheat, or not overheat, but lock in the gauge. There we go, that's perfect. Alright, so what's it? It's gonna chomp. That's a perfect time. Boom. Nice. Alright. And I have my bubbles back. The bubbles are more useful in not aerial style, because aerial style, that forward jump already has some longer invincibility frames than normal. But, you know, it's not bad. I'm gonna get a Dragon Blast off. Oh, I missed. I was hoping it would stay still for a tad longer. But, you know, it wasn't meant to be. Gonna try to sharpen. 2, 3, come on, come on, come on. 4. Alright. Gonna dive out of that. And we're good. Just gonna do a blast. I'm gonna do a blast. Oh, I'm gonna miss my blast. You know, the usual. I really like the heat gauge change that they made to Gunlance. It makes it more interesting to play than just standing there and spamming shells. When I was playing Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, I had to solo the whole thing because it didn't have online settings. So I used Gunlance in the high... I don't remember if there was G rank in that game. I think there was. But I used the Gunlance in the end game because I was soloing everything. So I just sat behind my shield till I had an opportunity and then attacked. Which wasn't a bad strategy. It just took a long time. There we go. And in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, Gunlance I often use to kill the huge Elder Dragon, just because it did fixed damage and I could just stand there spamming shells, which was awesome. But because they changed that, it's more of a mixed use weapon in my opinion now. You can spam shells and you can actually attack. So I'm happy about that. I like it. Got my bubbles back. Oh, I guess the bubbles will go away when the monster roars when you're mounting it. That's interesting. Oh, I overheated. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, well. That is the one thing that I don't like about the the heat gauge system. You have to pay really close attention to it. Otherwise, you got nothing. Oh, my warming effect is worn off. I should take another hot drink. There are certain armor skills that will negate even the need for taking the hot and cool drinks, but they're a little too situational for me to get an armor specifically for that. Although, sometimes it's nice if you know you're going to be farming something in the tundra or the volcano, or the desert, or the marshlands. Basically anywhere you need the drinks. I might be dead. Oh, nope. But I do need to get out of here. Oh, speaking of being dead, there I go. Oh well. I mistimed that aerial jump and he just clipped me with his tail. It's unfortunate, but... I mean, I would say there's not much I could do about it, but there is stuff I could do about it. Oh well. Looks like I just need to get good. Interestingly enough, as you noticed there, you can be hit by an attack mid-air and have it not kill you. As you saw, I fell to the ground. I still had some of the red health left. If I was hunting with someone else and they used a life powder, or if my cats were using a healing horn and it healed me before I hit the ground, it would have saved me. I think there might be a couple examples of that happening in my cooperative online hunts from a couple days ago, when I was hunting down the variants with my friends. At least there was some attempts of saving each other with life powder. Sometimes it wasn't always successful. Alright. So, I don't think the Khezu should have much health left, because the other one fell pretty easily. Where is he? He's still in here? I know he's running away. That's annoying. I see a shiny here I want to grab, though. Khezu shinies can be pretty good sometimes. This is not one of those times. There's an item that they give called Pale Extract, which you can use to create certain consumable items that will buff your attack and defense by quite a hefty amount, actually. So they're nice to have. Oop. He was not wasting any time. He just got right back into it. Oh. Oh no. I didn't know his tail bounced green. That's weird. We're gonna get out of here. Nice. I was hoping I could jump off of him, but as long as I just got out of the way, I would have been happy. It's so creepy without any music and the like marshlands ambient sort of cave sounds. Nova? Nova? Nova! Oh! I was hoping I could get that off. Oh well. He is being really aggressive now. Oh nice. That was good timing on Genji's part. Staggered the Khezu with a piercing boomerang. Oh, oh, oh. He's limping. Yeah, he's too fast. Gunlance is a pretty slow weapon in terms of movement speed with the weapon drawn, which is another reason aerial style is kind of nice for it, because you get that added mobility. Okay, well, I'm just gonna capture up this Kezu, or not capture it, finish off this Kezu. We can end this quest. The way that Monster Hunter works, the way you progress from one rank to the next, is that there are certain quests that are labeled key quests. They're not labeled where you could see them, but they're labeled sort of in the game code as key quests. There are tons of reference websites that list out these key quests for you, and it's quite useful if you're trying to rank up quickly. I have mostly been just doing the key quests on video recently, because the other quests are mostly repeats. Like fighting different monsters, fighting two of a monster. But this double monster quest actually was a key quest, so that's why you're seeing it. If you guys would like, just let me know in the comments, and I will do more of the non-key quests as videos. But otherwise, I'm just sort of going to stick to the key quests, and any new large monsters that show up in a rank. So, I don't know where it's going. I'm going to guess 7, or not 7, 2. I'm at 2 or 4. We'll see. Sharpen my weapon while I'm... no, I don't want to sharpen, because I don't have a... Oh, it's here already. Nice. I'm not going to sharpen my weapon because I don't have any of the easy whetstones. I don't feel like I need to sharpen. And I don't want to use an actual whetstone since this hunt's almost over. Just sort of trying to conserve my resources and all. Oh, I jumped off a Kelby there. Nice. I need to wait for my heat gauge to go down a tick. Then I'll shoot off a singular shell. And should be able to overheat it correctly. There we go. Hopefully that hits. Nice, and that killed it. Well, that's the first hunt of the day done. Let's see what's coming up next. Our second quest of today takes us to the volcano to hunt down the last new monster that shows up in the 4-star village quests, the Shogun Cyanotor. We have seen regular Cyanotor in the volcano before, the small blue crabs that are very similar to the red Hermitor that live in the desert, but we have not seen the large one, which is their equivalent to the Daimyo Hermitor. This one is called the Shogun Cyanotor, and it's an interesting monster. It's a large crab-like creature, except instead of having the large shield-like claws, its claws are more like blades. So we're on a quest to go capture one for someone. I don't know why someone would want a large, live sword crab, but, you know, whatever. And this is the first monster that we are fighting, so far, that can do the bleeding status effect. The bleeding status effect is quite interesting in that it's very different from all the other ones. It doesn't go away on its own, and it can be difficult to clear at times. Because to clear it, you have to either eat a well-done steak, which takes a little while, crouch and stay still for a short period of time, but they've also added a new way to clear it, which is to eat a sushi fish, which is an item that you can very commonly get while fishing or doing fishing quests. So if you do that, you not only clear the bleeding status, but you also get a little bit of health back, which is great. Now, bleeding is really bad because every time you move, you take damage. There's the Cyanotor. Looks like this one has a regular shell. That's interesting. There's 3 kinds of shells I can have, and this is the one that's actually like a shell. The other ones are heads of monsters. Gravios, and I don't remember what the other one is. Or rather, it's not I don't remember, it's that I can't tell, because I don't recognize it. But the bleeding status effect, every time you attack, every time you run, every time you dodge, you take damage. So it's really bad. I'm not sure which of his attacks do the bleeding status effect, so I'll have to be very careful of that. Nice. I want to try to break off his shell. That's why I actually brought Gun Lance to the quest today, because I knew this guy was coming up, and I really like using the Gun Lance against these large Carapaceons, because they are, you know, very hard shells. They are. They have. Oh, I overheated my Gun Lance. I need to pay more attention to that. I'm doing really badly with this. The Carapaceons have very hard shells, and so the gun lance can break them even if your other weapons will bounce off because it has all those shotgun blasts. Oh, I was blocking that. So, this armor has another skill that I neglected to mention previously. I think it's called Resuscitate. I don't exactly recall what it is, and I can't really look at it right now. But essentially what it does is it gives me an attack boost whenever I have a status condition. So that was very useful last hunt against the Khezu with all the Thunderblight running around. But against this guy, it's not as useful because I don't want to be fighting when I have bleed on me. And I don't think the bubbles from myself count towards that attack boost either. Looks like he's enraged now, so when the Shogun Ceanataur is enraged, his claws extend and the sharp points and the, nasty parts come out. As you can see right now, they're a lot longer too. I was hoping I could sort of draw that out a little longer and still get the shotgun blast. I didn't get it though. So I'm assuming the brakes on him are going to be the same as the brakes on a Hermitaur, that is his shell and both claws, but I'm not exactly sure how the claws are going to break, because the Hermitaur's claws were like large shields, so I'd cut holes in them. These ones, I'm not sure. I'm probably just going to break off the spines on them, probably, if I had to guess, but we'll see. If we even get to that portion before the monster dies. Whoop. Oh, that was a good dodge. Get some damage on the claws there. That's good, good, good. And looks like Dragon Blast is ready. Gotta be careful not to overheat this time. Oh, nice. That went over me. I thought that was gonna hit. We take those. Okay, it's time. Got it. And it pushed me out of the way of the attack. Nice, nice, nice. And I'm locked into red. If you look at the color around the heat gauge, that'll also tell you what you're in. So right now I'm in red. A couple times I've overheated it while I was using this weapon, and it's been right on the line, but it was into orange, and I could tell by looking at the gauge there. So I broke something. I think it was a claw? I can't tell. That's alright. Looks like he's running away. Gonna sharpen up, and we're gonna go back in. So he ran out to 5. Hopefully I can get his shell this hunt. Although I'm not sure what he's gonna look like with that shell popped off. Because normally, or if that shell even can break. Because normally when the shells break, they just break like a horn on the shell, or they crack some of the features of the monster's skull. But with a regular shell like this one, I'm not sure what it's going to look like. Ow, that hurt. Gonna try to get around back of him. There we go. Nope, he rotated. And he's enraged, so... Oh yeah, see right there? His right claw is a lot shorter now. Because I broke it. Oh, his like chin piece does damage on that. That's weird. Ow. Okay, I gotta stop this before I die. My cats aren't doing too well either. I might be dead. I'm dead. Yeah, I was knocked out. There was nothing I could have done about that, unfortunately. Not doing too well on feints today, but that's okay. These monsters are kind of strong. And this armor, I haven't really had a chance to upgrade it much yet. I'll make sure I do that before next episode, though. This has been sort of brutal for me. But, that's part of the game. Gonna eat my last ration, find the cold drinks, and head back in there. I'm not sure if the heat gauge ran out just naturally, because it was sort of low on time, because how it was blinking, or if when you die it gets reset. I'm thinking the latter, because that's normally how these things work, but I'm not sure. We will find out. I think he's in 5 still. I don't think he would have moved. So we have one claw broken. The other one I think is closed because it's been hit quite a few times. And then I'm not sure how much damage his shell takes before it breaks. I know with the Daimyo Hermitor, I basically have to spend the entire hunt focusing its shell to break it. So it might be a 2-part break, just like that. So a good tip for people who are using shield weapons, like the Lance and Gun Lance, when you're blocking and just standing there, your stamina doesn't recover. But if you move around a little bit while you're shielding, you will recover some stamina. So it's really good when you're doing guards on attacks like that. Oh, hold on. Get this off. Guards on attacks that are coming and you're not sure at what interval or where they're coming from. You can... Oh, he's limping already. Nice. Kind of wanted to break his shell, but that's alright. I think he went to 6. So I know this is a capture quest, but I kind of want to break his shell. So I'm going to risk not capturing him to try to break that shell off, because I want to see what it looks like, or even if it can be done. So I'm going to wait for him to sleep. Then I'm going to put down a singular bomb, and I'm going to blow it up, see if it breaks the shell. If it does, awesome. If it doesn't, I'm going to capture it then. Sounds like he's asleep, because I don't hear the music. And I haven't been fighting this thing for very long, so I don't think he's very low on health that this will kill him. This one is a small one, though. I ran into a couple of these on gathering quests with my cats. Okay, no, that didn't kill him. Or that didn't break the shell. So, we're just going to drop a trap. Step in the trap. And we got ourselves a crab. Ta-da! Well, that's the end of this part of the playthrough. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, comment if you have any suggestions, and subscribe if you don't want to miss the rest of the series. See you all later. Bye.